Hello, friends, and welcome back to r/Tales from Retail. So, today we have 3 new stories for you. The first one's about a crazy Karen who wanted to be served even if employees' working hours were already over, as usual. But before we begin, thanks so much to everyone who's subscribed to the channel and put in a notation so you don't miss new videos every day. Let's move on to our first story. Oh, you're not on the clock? Well, help me anyway. I'm very loud. So the store I work for has a very famous dress code. X color shirt matched with Y color pants. We're encouraged to put on a coat when we're on the floor during our breaks, but sometimes it doesn't matter. So I'd clocked out for the day, and I was out on the floor with my jacket on, getting some cleaning supplies before I left. I have a basket and my earbuds in. Of course, that doesn't matter to this customer, who we'll call Karen, thanks to r/FU Karen. So Karen comes up to me and says, "Hey, you work here, right?" I pretend not to hear her with my music and all. "Excuse me, sir. I will not be ignored by an employee." Me. "Oh, I'm sorry." I take out my earbuds, trying to act casual. "You work here, right? I saw you out on the floor with a name tag." "Yes, but I've clocked out for the day. If you have a question, I'd be happy to quickly answer it, but other than that, I'm going to have to ask you to respect my time and find another employee." Karen then assures me that she'll be quick and explains to me a long, complicated situation involving a return she'd like to make that requires communication with the manufacturer of the item. I give her a minute or two before I cut her off and tell her that question should be directed to guest services and point her to the GS desk. "But you didn't let me finish." "I can tell that your situation requires more than what I can do in a minute. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go." "But your job is to serve me." At this point, I'm losing my patience with Karen, and I think she knew this. "Ma'am, I'm not on the job right now, and I need to leave. Please direct your issue to guest services." As I say this, I can tell it isn't going to end well. Thankfully, I'm standing next to one of our in-store guest service phones. While I'm still talking, I pick it up and punch in the code that tells our security to hop on over to that location. "How can you say that? You're giving me bad customer service. Whatever happened to 'the customer is always right'? What if I told your manager about your behavior here? I bet your tune would change then, huh? Just because you're not on the clock doesn't mean you get to stop doing your job." This is when my favorite security guy, who we'll call Jesse because that's his name, shows up. Jesse. "Hi, how can I help?" Karen tries to say something, but I hold up my hand, and she keeps quiet. Startled, I think. Me. "This guest needs to go to the guest services counter and is having trouble getting there. Using the word trouble like I did is our code for get this B word the F out of my face. They are harassing me. I can absolutely help you with that, ma'am. I'll walk you there." Karen doesn't put up a fight, and I pick up my shower cleaner and go. My favorite part was her telling me that because I was off the clock doesn't mean I get to stop working. Like, B, that's exactly what that means. Maybe she should have offered to pay for his time since the store no longer was, right? And our second story. If you don't move in 10 seconds, I'm going to run you over. So, out here in the UK, it's been stupidly hot recently, so everyone's feeling super tired on our Thursday evening shift at the supermarket. We close at 8, and it's about 7:20 when the event started. I'm trying to organize the trolleys so I can lock them up in a little bit when a 30-ish-year-old comes out of the shop and sits on the bench opposite the trolleys. Okay, that's fine. Slightly inconvenient since it doesn't give me much room to move the trolleys, but I'll live. So I walk inside after sorting out the trolleys to get these annoying industrial cable things we use to tie the trolleys, and I see this dude starting to smoke on the bench. We've got a strict policy against smoking here since it's outside the door, hence that's why there's a big red sign on the bench, but maybe he didn't see it. So I walk outside and inform him. Me. "Sorry, sir, but it's against the rules to smoke on the premises. There's a bench over there," and I pointed to where he could smoke. Dude. "What the F? I just effing bought your overpriced crap and I can't even smoke here?" Me. "I'm sorry, sir, but it's against the rules." The dude just stormed off somewhere. So anyway, I continued to lock up the trolleys and collect more from each of the bays. Now, I'll be honest here, I'm not the strongest of teenagers, So when I'm pushing these trolleys, I look like a complete dork doing it super slowly. I'm trying to push about 9 or 10 trolleys up the slope, which is in the car park, going about 0.1 miles per hour across the zebra crossing when I hear, honk, honk, get the F out of my effing way. It's the dude from before. Well, I can't move since there's another car loading off an elderly lady who's blocking the crossing. There's a car blocking the way. I'll try to be as quick as possible. If you don't move in 10 seconds, I'm gonna run you over. Now, I've dealt with crazy threats in the past, but nobody ever does anything. So I repeat what I previously said about being as fast as possible. The man continues to beep his horn at an alarming rate. The car, which was blocking my way, was starting to move as I released the trolley brakes and start to push the trolleys when I hear the revving of a car engine and the car coming towards me. I ran backwards to get out of the way when the massive crash of the dude's car colliding with the trolleys occurs. To cut the story short, he tries to blame it on me as my store manager comes out with security. After days and a police report, the CCTV proved, along with witnesses, that it was the man's fault, and he was fined £1,250 for the damage to the trolleys. Oh, and I got a store gift card because they felt bad I was in that situation. And our final story. Sometimes I have fun kicking out rude customers. Preface. This is a prepaid, no-contract carrier store. The way these work, we're not a corporate franchise, but rather an independently owned authorized dealer, kind of like a car dealership. We have a few locations under our dealership, but the rest are owned by different dealers. This means that inventory and returns are not shared across all locations. If you bought your phone at a location that's owned by another dealer, you need to return or replace it there. We often have problems with customers trying to return merchandise from other dealers' locations. I always try my best to explain that although we can't take them back, we'd be more than happy to call the other location and see if they can. Alternatively, we also offer them a discount or a free accessory if they choose to buy a phone from us. That way we win their business. Most of the time we resolve the issue. Sometimes they get upset and leave. This guy was something else. Older man, I'd say late 50s, wearing a cheap suit with a consumerist attitude and a sense of entitlement. We had a few customers in the store, and my co-workers and I were trying to help everyone as quick as possible. Me. Welcome to store name. How can I help you? C. My wife's phone isn't working. I need you to fix it. Me. Sure, what's going on with it? It won't make phone calls. Me. Okay, let me take a look at it. So I inspect the phone and realize that it's a model that we don't carry at our location, so I already know they didn't buy it from us. The phone has no signal. I try power cycling the phone, running network updates and everything. Can't fix it. No dice. Me. All right, the phone's not getting a signal. I tried to reset it and update it, but that's not really doing much. Looks like you may have a defective phone. Where did you... C. Well, no crap. That's what I just said. I need you to fix it. Me. Of course. Where'd you get it? C. I got it from you guys. Me. Are you sure? We haven't carried this model in a while. C. It says carrier name on it. Where else would I have gotten it? I mean, which location did you get it from? I don't know where she got it. Aren't you guys carrier name? Me. Yes, but we're all separately owned, and it sounds like she might have gotten it from a different location. Let me scan the barcode to see if it came from our... Look, don't waste my effing time. I just need you to fix it. There were kids in the store, so the swearing bothered me. Look, I'm sorry, but I can't replace it if she got it somewhere else. The best I can do... That's bullcrap. Let me speak to your manager. Now, I had some heavy dental work done that morning, and they gave me some good crap for the pain, so I was feeling a little brave. The guy was being a total D-bag, swearing in front of kids and being all around unreasonable, so I thought to myself that if I'm going to kick him out eventually, I might as well F with the guy a little. Me. No. C. Excuse me? Me. I don't think he or any of us want to deal with your crap right now. I'm here trying to help you out, and you're just being a jerk. C. What did you just call me? Get your effing manager right now. I'm going to have your effing job. What's your name? We don't really have a manager, but here's the owner's information. We have 2 business cards. One of them has the owner's information for customers, like this, for when the owner's not around. It says, store name, John Smith, general manager, with the owner's cell phone number. And what's your name? As he furiously picks up his phone. You don't really need my name. Just tell him it's the employee that doesn't put up with jerks like me. Yeah, okay, we'll see how funny you are when you lose your job. He calls the owner. Now, most customers that were in at the time were regulars, so they were secretly in on what was about to happen. My cell phone rings. I pick it up with a smile. Hi, this is John Smith at Store Name. How can I help you? Everybody in the store cracks the F up. This is effing bullcrap. I don't know what kind of bullcrap game you're playing here, but I'm taking my business elsewhere. I'm counting on it. Have a nice day. It's fine if the customer doesn't initially see the difference, but once you explain the difference and tell them why it matters, they've got no right to be upset. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one.